Did you know that some of the most stunning places on Earth are becoming even more magical or dangerously close to disappearing? In 2025, global travel is shifting, and new rules, climate changes, and tourism spikes are transforming the world's most beautiful destinations in unexpected ways. But here's the real twist. The spot we've ranked at number 1, most people don't even know it exists, and it's now being called the secret paradise that rivals Bora Bora. Yep, you'll want to stick around for that. From glowing waters that sparkle like stars to mountains that look like paintings, these 10 jaw-dropping places will make you question if you're still on planet Earth. And we're not just showing you pretty pictures, we'll give you the latest updates for 2025. New access rules, eco-tourism efforts, and even dangers of over-tourism in some hotspots. So grab your travel bucket list, because these locations are next-level unforgettable. Watch till the end, because one will seriously blow your mind. Number 10. Ushuaia, Argentina. Imagine standing on a rocky coastline, surrounded by jagged snow-covered mountains, where icy winds whip through the air and the Southern Ocean stretches endlessly into the unknown. This isn't a scene from a sci-fi movie. This is Ushuaia, the southernmost city on Earth, also known as the end of the world. What makes Ushuaia beautiful isn't just its remote location, it's the wild, raw nature that surrounds it. Here, you can see penguins waddling along the shore, hike through ancient forests in Tierra del Fuego National Park, or sail the legendary Beagle Channel, where explorers once searched for the edges of the Earth. In winter, the city turns into a snow-covered wonderland, while in summer, endless daylight opens up unforgettable adventures. Fun fact: Ushuaia is the launch point for most Antarctic cruises, making it one of the few places on Earth where travelers can cross into another continent within days. Due to rising tourist numbers and climate concerns, Argentina has placed stricter limits on cruise ship access to Antarctic waters, and new eco-permits are required for some trails in Tierra del Fuego. There's also a growing movement to protect local wildlife, especially endangered marine species being disturbed by boat tours. With its dramatic landscapes and now more regulated access, Ushuaia is becoming a bucket list destination for those seeking untouched nature and polar beauty before it changes forever. But if you think this icy corner is breathtaking, wait until you see a place where the Earth literally glows at night. Number 9. Quito, Ecuador. High in the Andes Mountains, cradled by volcanic peaks and draped in rolling clouds, lies a city that seems to float between heaven and earth. Quito, the capital of Ecuador. At over 9,000 feet above sea level, it's not only one of the highest capitals in the world, but also one of the most visually stunning. What makes Quito truly breathtaking is its rare mix of colonial charm, dramatic landscapes, and cosmic geography. The city is built on the ruins of an ancient Incan city and boasts one of the best preserved historic centers in Latin America, packed with Baroque churches, cobblestone streets, and golden altars. But step outside the city, and you'll find yourself staring into deep green valleys, hiking volcanoes like Pichincha, or even straddling the equator itself at the famous Middle of the World Monument. Quito is the first city ever named a UNESCO World Heritage Site, a title it earned back in 1978 for its architectural and cultural value. As tourism surges post-pandemic, Quito has introduced new sustainability initiatives. Diesel vehicles are now restricted in the Old Town. Eco-friendly rooftop gardens are being added to hotels, and access to nearby volcanic trails is now controlled to reduce environmental impact. The Quito cable car has also expanded its route in 2025, offering even more stunning aerial views of the city. If you think standing on the equator is cool, just wait until you see a place where the cliffs fall straight into the ocean and the wind sings through ancient stone towers. Number 8. The Amazon rainforest. Imagine walking beneath a canopy so thick it blocks out the sun. The air is heavy with moisture, alive with the sounds of howler monkeys, birds screeching through the trees, and leaves rustling with unseen creatures. Welcome to the Amazon rainforest, a place so vast and mysterious. It covers over 5.5 million square kilometers across 9 countries. The Amazon isn't just beautiful, it's alive in ways most of us can't imagine. It's home to more than 10% of all known species on Earth, from the vibrant poison dart frog to the elusive jaguar. Rivers twist like serpents through dense green walls of vegetation, and ancient indigenous tribes still live deep in its untouched corners. Scientists believe that thousands of plant and animal species in the Amazon are still undiscovered. It's like nature's version of a living, breathing treasure chest. In response to climate concerns and record-breaking heat waves in South America, Brazil and its neighbors launched a historic Amazon Preservation Pact this year. New ecotourism zones have been designated to allow limited, sustainable visits, especially around the Peruvian and Ecuadorian Amazon. Visitors in 2025 are now required to travel with certified guides, and drone use is banned in most areas to protect wildlife. The Amazon is powerful, untamed, and sacred, a reminder that the wildest beauty on Earth doesn't always come with paved paths and Wi-Fi. But from the jungle's heartbeat, we're heading somewhere completely different. A city balanced high in the clouds, where volcanoes pierce the sky. Number 7. Panama City, Panama. Picture this. A skyline filled with futuristic skyscrapers rising just beyond a dense rainforest, where tropical birds fly past glass towers, and monkeys can be heard only miles from luxury shopping malls. This is Panama City, a place where opposites don't clash, they blend. It's one of the most surprising and visually striking cities in Latin America. What makes Panama City beautiful isn't just its appearance, it's the energy. One moment, you're sipping coffee in the cobblestone Casco Viejo with its Spanish colonial architecture and colorful street art. Next, you're cruising through the modern financial district or watching massive cargo ships pass through the legendary Panama Canal, one of the greatest engineering marvels of all time. The Panama Canal moves over 14,000 vessels a year and contributes about 6% to the global maritime trade, making this small country a giant on the world stage. This year, Panama City has made waves with its Green City initiative, transforming parts of the downtown into eco-zones with vertical gardens, electric buses, and traffic-free pedestrian corridors. The Biomuseo, designed by Frank Gehry, has also expanded its exhibitions in 2025, drawing even more attention to the city's role as a bridge between continents and ecosystems. Panama City is where history, nature, and the future collide, a glittering oasis between two oceans and two worlds. But if you thought this city was bold, just wait until you see a place where giant statues rise from the desert like phantoms from the past. Number 6. Cartagena, Colombia. Step inside, thick, centuries-old stone walls, and you'll find a city bursting with color, not just on its buildings, but in its soul. Cartagena, perched on Colombia's Caribbean coast, is a place where history dances in the streets. Balconies overflow with bright bougainvillea, cobblestone alleys echo with the rhythm of salsa, and golden sunsets melt into the ocean behind Spanish fortresses. Cartagena is beautiful because it doesn't try too hard. It's real. From its historic walled city, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, to the buzzing beaches and island escapes just offshore, it offers a rare mix of romance, grit, and tropical charm. Walk through the old town, and it's like stepping into a painting. Every turn reveals a pop of color, a street performer, or a hidden courtyard cafe. Cartagena was once one of the most important ports in the Spanish Empire. Its massive walls were built to protect gold shipments and still stand today, nearly 400 years later. Cartagena is experiencing a tourism boom in 2025, especially from digital nomads and eco-conscious travelers. To handle the growing crowds, local authorities have added visitor caps in historic zones and introduced green building codes for new hotels. The Rosario Islands, just off the coast, now require a marine conservation fee to limit coral reef damage. Cartagena is a city that captures your heart slowly with music, color, and the kind of heat that lingers even after sunset. Number 5. Torres del Paine National Park, Chile. In the heart of Chilean Patagonia lies a place that doesn't just impress, it overwhelms. Welcome to Torres del Paine National Park, where jagged granite towers pierce the sky, glaciers shimmer in turquoise lakes, and wild guanacos roam beneath snow-capped peaks. It's raw, remote, and utterly unforgettable. This park feels like Earth before humans, untouched, majestic, and almost too beautiful to be real. Hikers from around the world come for the famous W Trek, a 5-day journey through emerald valleys, roaring rivers, and glacial landscapes. But even if you're not a hardcore adventurer, just standing before the Torres del Paine towers at sunrise, when they glow pink and gold, is a moment that can bring tears to your eyes. The park's name comes from the native Tehuelche language. Paine means blue, referring to the surreal color of the lakes, and Torres refers to the mighty stone towers rising from the earth. Chile has introduced a new permit system in 2025 to reduce overcrowding during peak months and protect fragile ecosystems. The park's carbon footprint is being reduced with solar-powered campsites and electric shuttle buses along the popular trails. New drone restrictions have also been added to preserve the untouched feel of the wilderness. Torres del Paine isn't just a national park, it's a living, breathing painting. If there's one place to fall silent and just stare, it's here. But from the windswept peaks of Patagonia, we're about to head toward an entirely different scene, where sky-high cliffs and crashing waves steal the show. Number 4. Buenos Aires, Argentina. Walk down a Buenos Aires street at night, and you'll hear it before you see it. The distant strum of a guitar, the shuffle of tango shoes on pavement, the echo of laughter from a smoky cafe. This is Buenos Aires, a city that feels like it was written by a poet and composed by a passionate orchestra. What makes this city beautiful isn't just its grand European-style architecture or leafy boulevards. It's the energy alive in every mural, every market, every plaza. One moment you're admiring the colorful houses of La Boca, and the next, you're sipping yerba mate in Palermo, surrounded by street art and indie music. The entire city feels like a story unfolding in real time. Buenos Aires is considered the birthplace of tango, and in 2025, it still hosts the world's largest tango festival, where thousands gather to dance in the streets, no matter their age or background. In response to growing tourism and climate concerns, the city has expanded its bike share network and transformed over 60 streets into pedestrian-friendly cultural zones. New rooftop gardens and solar panels now power historic buildings in Recoleta and San Telmo, blending old-world charm with modern sustainability. Buenos Aires has also launched the Tango for All project, offering free dance classes to locals and tourists in city squares every weekend. Buenos Aires isn't just a place to visit, it's a place to feel. A living melody made of passion, poetry, and pulse. But from music and movement, we now venture to silence to a desert, where ancient rock formations rise like spirits frozen in time. Number 3. Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. There are few places on earth that strike you the way Rio de Janeiro does. Imagine soaring peaks wrapped in rainforest, golden beaches that stretch for miles, and a city that feels alive every second of the day. At sunrise, light spills over the famous Sugarloaf Mountain, and by sunset, it paints the Christ the Redeemer statue in gold. It's no wonder they call this place Cidade Maravilhosa, the marvelous city. Rio's beauty is wild and soulful. Whether you're dancing with locals at a samba block party, hang gliding over Ipanema Beach, or exploring the lush trails of Tijuca National Park, there's always a sense of something magical just around the corner. The beaches Copacabana, Leblon, Barra aren't just sand and surf, they're a lifestyle. And the people? Warm, loud, joyful, the city's true heartbeat. Christ, the Redeemer was voted one of the new 7 wonders of the world, and in 2025, it's now completely lit by solar energy as part of Brazil's clean energy movement. This year, Rio introduced a Green Carnival initiative, aiming to make the world-famous festival more sustainable, from biodegradable glitter to eco-costumes and solar-powered parade floats. There's also a new limit on motor vehicles in beachfront zones to reduce pollution, and Tijuca Forest now features guided rewilding tours, showcasing how locals are restoring lost biodiversity. Rio is proof that beauty isn't always quiet. Sometimes it's bold, loud, and bursting with life. But if Rio has fire and rhythm, then our next destination is pure magic, a valley wrapped in green, where time slows down and ancient towns bloom among the mountains. Number 2. Tulum, Mexico. Turquoise waves crashing below ancient stone temples perched on a cliff's edge, palm trees swaying in the ocean breeze, and white sand so soft it feels like powdered sugar. Welcome to Tulum, one of the most visually surreal and spiritually charged destinations on Earth. Tulum stands out not just for its natural beauty, but for its deep connection to Mayan history. It's one of the only places in the world where you can swim in crystal clear waters directly beneath a 13th century archaeological site. Add to that lush jungles, underground cenotes, natural sinkholes, and a growing wellness scene with yoga retreats and eco resorts, and you've got a place that feels both ancient and futuristic. Cool fact, the Tulum ruins are the only coastal Maya site built as a fortress overlooking the sea. Historians believe it was one of the last cities the Maya built before Spanish colonization. In a major move to protect its fragile ecosystem, Mexico has implemented strict visitor caps on the Tulum ruins and popular cenotes. Starting this year, single-use plastics are completely banned, and access to protected beaches is limited to certain hours. Additionally, Tulum Airport, opened in late 2024, has brought a wave of new travelers but also triggered conservation efforts, including the expansion of Cayenne Biosphere Reserve and stricter eco-certifications for hotels. Tulum is the perfect blend of serenity and legend, where nature, history, and spirituality collide beneath the Caribbean sun. But before you add Tulum to your bucket list, just wait. The final destination on our list is the most unexpected, most remote, and possibly the most otherworldly place you'll ever see. Number 1. Havana, Cuba. It's not the tallest mountains or the bluest waters that earn this place the number 1 spot. It's something far rarer, time travel. Because walking through the streets of Havana feels like stepping into a living painting from the 1950s, place where history isn't just remembered, it's still alive. Crumbling colonial buildings painted in pastels. Classic American cars rumbling past salsa dancers on the sidewalk. The scent of coffee and tobacco floating through the air. Havana isn't just beautiful, it's haunting, vibrant, and deeply soulful. It's a city frozen in time, yet pulsing with life. But here's what most people don't know. Havana is changing. And fast. Havana is home to one of the oldest fortresses in the Americas, Castillo del Morro, built in the 16th century to guard against pirates. Today, you can still hear cannons fired at sunset during a daily reenactment. Cuba has made a quiet comeback in 2025, especially among curious travelers seeking authenticity. New digital visa options and relaxed entry rules for several countries have made it easier than ever to visit. Meanwhile, Havana's Old Town is undergoing massive cultural preservation, with UNESCO and local artists working together to restore buildings without losing their character. Cuba has also launched a bold eco-plan to turn Havana into one of the Caribbean's most sustainable cities by 2030, starting with solar-powered neighborhoods and plastic-free tourism zones. From the frozen edge of Ushuaia to the high-altitude beauty of Quito, the wild heart of the Amazon, and the urban jungle of Panama City, we've explored some of Earth's most breathtaking places. We wandered through the colorful streets of Cartagena, stood in awe beneath the peaks of Torres del Paine, and felt the rhythm of Buenos Aires. We soared above Rio de Janeiro, swam in sacred cenotes in Tulum, and finally stepped into the timeless soul of Havana. These aren't just pretty places, they're living, breathing stories. And in 2025, beauty is changing. It's about authenticity, sustainability, and the power of place. So, which destination would you visit first? Or which one totally surprised you? Let us know in the comments below. And if your travel list just got longer, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell because we've got more unbelievable destinations coming your way every week. The world is waiting. Go explore it.